Put more actions, stop talking, say less. You throwing me like, bye, like, you sick.
I'm the real deal, shawty, and you just a knockoff. Shake it up, no Coca-Cola, I'm the one that pop off. Hit me on my Motorola if you need some narcos. I've been working every day, no, I ain't never call off.
Oh, I look like a whole meal. Yes. The dog is behind me, so if y'all hear him making noises or moving, or if you see him, that's why. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a video that I've been wanting to do for a while, but it's like I kept putting it off because I didn't want to do it by myself. But then I'm like, I don't like waiting around on people to do things, especially when I really want to do it. So I'm just like, I'm gonna just do it myself anyways. Today I'll be doing a video basically where I do like, where I tell y'all the DMV slang, because I feel like y'all watch my videos and like people that aren't from here probably be like, y'all be hearing me say certain words and you be like, I ain't never heard that before, or I don't know what that means. So I want to do this video just to tell y'all some of the DMV slang, because we do have a lot of words here. Excuse me, sir. He's so rude. I'm just going to give y'all like the basic DMV slang words, the words that I use. I don't use a lot of DMV slang, but I use certain words, like, because I don't know, I'm not really a big fan of using some of the words that people say, because like, hey, I'm gonna need you to chill out. I don't really use that many of these DMV slang words, but I do use a lot of them, and if y'all do watch my videos and I have like friends or something in my videos, certain things they say, y'all probably be like, what is that? I made a whole list of DMV words or DMV slang words that I use or that we use. So I'm just gonna read off the list and tell y'all what they mean, or what they mean to me, or how they can be used, and you know, stuff like that. I'm gonna give y'all examples and all that so y'all can know. Okay, so number one, and y'all probably hear me say this a lot, but then again, probably not, because it's usually you use this word in conversations or if you're talking to somebody. First word is kill. Y'all probably heard me say kill before, but if I do say kill, it's probably in a video with somebody else. Kill basically is like an agreement word. I mean, you can use it many different ways. So like, okay, for example, if I be like, oh, it's so cold outside, you be like, kill. Kill, be like, okay, I agree that it's cold outside, so you say kill. Or somebody, for example, if somebody's like, man, my hair is so short, and your friend could be like, your hair is not short, you could be like, kill. Like, it's just like an agree word, like to agree with things. That's how I use it. I don't really use it as in like whole kill, or like that's the whole kill. Like, I don't use that because I feel like that sounds stupid. Like, to me, to think about that and say that, it don't really make sense, so I don't use it that way. But some people use it like that, be like, that's the whole kill. You can use it as like, that's the whole point. Whatever. I mean, I don't really use it, so I don't know how to describe it that way, but yeah. Next word, y'all probably hear me say this a lot. Jai-like. Okay, I say jai-like a lot, and I feel like I used to never say it, but it's like as I've grown up, and then like growing up in the DMV, you just, certain words, you just use them and you don't even realize that you use them. Like, so jai-like is basically like, it adds emphasis to a word. I think so. So like, for example, I could be like, it's jai-like hot outside. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh, it's jai-like hot outside, or you're jai-like tall, or you're jai-like cute as shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could use it many different ways, or you could be like, or you could also use it as an agreement word. So like, somebody be like, oh, you look so cute today, and then like, you be like, oh yeah, she jai-like dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could use it in different ways, but it really just adds emphasis to whatever you're saying. Okay, next word is stamp. Stamp, I don't really use this word because I just don't say I stamp, or you know what I'm saying, I don't say that. But usually when people say I stamp, they're usually trying to like put it on something. You could be like, oh, he just got jumped down the street, I stamp he did. I just got in a fight, I stamp I got in a fight, or I stamp he, you know what I'm saying? You could say I stamp it, basically just to add like, I'm really like, I mean what I say. Like, I stamp it. Like, I don't know, just like think of like a stamp. When you stamp it, it's certified. It's, you know what I'm saying, what's it called, whatever, you know what I'm saying. This next word, y'all probably hear me say this in, oh, somebody's calling me. Y'all probably hear me say this in like a lot of my videos. Like, if I'm like doing a playlist video, especially cranking. Cranking is basically like jamming, like you're jamming the music, or this joint cranking, or this song cranking, or they cranking at this party. Or another way you can use crank in the DMV is like, if y'all shoot dice, usually my friend, he'll be like, oh, we was cranking last night. Like, basically like we was cranking out, like we was winning back to back, like we was cranking. I don't use it that way because I don't shoot dice, you know what I'm saying? So, but you can use it different ways, but most of the time, the most common way, if you hear somebody say, oh, it's cranking, they talk about music, or they talk about jamming or something like that. The fourth one, these are pretty much all just general words. These are words that you would use as like a nickname for somebody, or if you're, look, This is what I want to say before I say this, y'all. New York did not come up with Mo. Mo has always been a DMV word. Nobody, the only New York person I've ever heard say Mo is Clarence NYC. I've never heard no other New York person say Mo. I've been to New York like 4 times, never heard nobody say that. It's always been our word. Yes, y'all can use it, but do not claim it. Please do not claim it, because no, I'm not. Bruh, move. I've been saying Mo since I've been in elementary school, so it's like, the fact that New York trying to claim our word, no, I don't stand for it. Y'all can use it, but please don't claim it. Please don't. But Mo is pretty much like a name word. You could be like, hey Mo, or hey Mo, you funny as shit, or hey Mo, you cute, hey Mo, this party lit. Like, you could just basically use like that. We also say slim. We don't really say son anymore. People used to say son, be like, what's up son? Or I'm about to go to the mall son, what you trying to do son? Like, we used to use like that, but I don't really use son no more, because son is kind of like, it's kind of like an old word. You kind of don't really hear anybody say it no more unless you like really from the DMV. Like, some people that's really from the DMV, like been here like heavy since they grew up, they're gonna say that word more, but I don't really say it no more. I most of the time say mo or bruh. Those are 2 words. We also say bruh, but I feel like bruh is like a universal word. That's not really a DMV word. Slim, you could be like, hey slim, or what's up slim? Like, same thing, same concept, just like a name word, nickname word. Next word, say less. Okay, say less. This pretty much is like, say less. Like, I mean, it means what it says, but not really. So like, for example, somebody could be like, oh, I'm trying to fight you after school. You could be like, say less. Like, say less. Like, basically say less. Like, put more action to what you're saying. Say less. If you want to fight, come fight me. Say less. Like, it's like that. Or you could be like, oh, we about to go hit up this party tonight, you ready to come? You could be like, oh, bet, say less. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much only use it for like fighting words. Not fighting words, but like, you know, play fighting words. Like, a boy could be like fake threatening you if you a girl. A boy could be like fake threatening you, like, oh, I'm gonna fight you when I see you. You could be like, all right, bet, say less. Like, basically like that. So basically, say less. Like, say less. Put more actions. Stop talking. Say less. Next word is bet. Y'all just heard me say bet. So basically, somebody say bet. Bet. Like, bet it's gonna happen. So like, you be like, be cooking at my family's house for Thanksgiving, you down to come? And you could be like, bet, I'm coming. Like, bet. Like, say, like, you can use the same thing. Bet, say less. Like, I'm in there. Like, bet, come on, let's do it. Stay down. Okay, stay down has a lot of different words. Not different words. Has a lot of different meanings. Y'all, this sun is like, like, why did you decide to come out right now? This is like, I've never really used this word. Like, stay down, I've never really used it. I see people use it, I hear people use it all the time, but I don't really use it. But from what I've heard, stay down is basically like, say somebody say something suspect, and y'all know what I mean by suspect. If you don't know what suspect mean, then where have you been? So if somebody say something suspect, you can be like, hold, stay down. Like, hold, what you talking about? Like, stop what you saying. Or stay down could be used as, oh, I'm his stay down. Like, for example, I'm his stay down, I'm his rider, I'm his girl. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I don't use that word, so I don't really know how to describe it either. So next word is guh. Okay. Guh is more like a word I used back when I was in like elementary and middle school. I never really use it in high school because it's like, we got more words to say now, and like, you know what I'm saying, guh just sounds stupid now. I only use guh if like it's no other word I can use but guh. Basically, guh is like an annoyance word. Like, you could be like, bro, you just blew me, you just got me guh. Like, you just got me so guh. Like, say somebody do something stupid in front of you, be like, oh, for example, somebody try to prank you and like dump a bucket of water on you. You could be like, man, you just got me so good. Why would you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just something stupid. Like, somebody do something stupid, usually the most common thing you would say is, you just got me good. Next word or words, jazzing. Okay, y'all probably heard me say jazzing before, but I don't really say jazzing like, because jazzing is like, y'all, this dog literally wants to be around me 24/7. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm babysitting him. It's not even my dog. Jazzing and sicing, they pretty much mean the same thing. We just use jazzing now because sicing is kind of like an older word. Like, people would say sicing now, but more likely you're going to hear people say jazzing. Jazzing, basically, you could hear people be like, oh, you jazzing it, or you sicing it. For example, means like you're making it bigger than what it is. Okay, so for example, say somebody got in a fight and they got dragged, right? But the person knows they didn't get dragged. They could be like, you jazzing it, that did not happen. Like, you're jazzing it or you're slicing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you making it way bigger than what it is. Like, that's not how it really went, so why you jazzing it? Like, something like that. Next word that isn't on my list, but I just realized that I should have put this on my list. Throwing me off and blew me are pretty much the same thing. Like, if you be like, oh, you throwing me off, like, you throwing me off, like, basically, I mean, you pretty much can understand what that means. Like, you throwing me off, like, you just got on my nerves. Like, why would you, like, you throwing me, like, bye. Like, you're doing too much. Doing too much is basically like, why are you doing the most? It's not even that deep for you to do too much. Like, you're doing too much. Y'all probably, I mean, I'm pretty sure DMV is not the only people that say that. I mean, but I'm not sure, so. But that is something that we say a lot here. Like, I didn't start saying that until I got to, like, middle school, for real, for real. Okay, go smack. Okay, for example, go smack can be taken 2 ways. 2 completely different ways. If somebody won't fight you and, like, your friend is, like, hyping your head up here, like, all right, go smack at them, go smack at them. Basically, you can use go smack as go smack at them, like, go confront that person, go, like, put them in a place, like, go fight them. Or you can use go smack as, say, like, 2 boys standing in a corner, right? A cute girl walk past and he like go smack at her. Basically, go smack can mean go approach that girl and get her number, go talk to her, or go try to talk to her, or it can mean go fight that person, go confront that person. It just depends on the situation. Then that's pretty much how you distinguish how you use it. Trenches. Okay, trenches, I don't really use trenches because like trenches are for like if you live in like the hood. Not to say that that's bad, but like if you live in the hood, pretty much you're gonna hear people say trenches all the time. I don't really hear people say trenches unless they like jazzing it, like, you know what I'm saying? Some boys be like, oh, I live in the trenches the whole time they live in the Upper Marlboro. Like, that is not the trenches, boy, you just lied. The trenches is basically like the hood, the cut, the rundown parts of, like, you know what I'm saying? Just basically like the trenches. Joan. Okay, joning. You're from like, I've heard people from like New Orleans say like ribbing. Joning and ribbing are pretty much the same thing. Like joning means you're basically going on somebody. Like you could be like, oh, your head fat as shit, your head like a pecan, your head like a walnut. That's joning. Like you going on each other, y'all throwing shots back at each other. Sick. Okay, if you hear somebody say I'm sick, or oh, you sick as shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Sick is basically like, oh, you, I don't know how to describe it though. Honestly, most of these words don't really have a definition. If you're from the DMV, you just pretty much just pick up on it and you automatically know what it means. How could I put this? Like, if I say it in this way, y'all probably gonna get it. Okay, so like, say if like your mom's, okay, say if your mom say that you can go out somewhere, but the day of she tell you can't go out somewhere, your friend gonna be like, oh, you sick, like, you know what I'm saying? Basically gonna make fun of you like you sick. Basically it just means like, dang, you mad, like, dang, you can't go, you mad, like, you know what I'm saying? It's basically like that. I don't really know the direct definition, but from me saying it, y'all could pretty much understand what it means. Like, you sick, like, you sick. That was pretty much the last like slang word I could think of, except for like Bama, but I don't say Bama. That's more of like the older generation say Bama. Like Bama is just basically like a person that don't fit, like you out of place, like you doing stuff that's out of pocket. I don't use that. My mom more so would say that. I don't really say that because that's like the last thing, this is not a slang word, but mumbo sauce. Yo, mumbo sauce is the official sauce of the DMV. If you go to the carryout and they ask you, do you want mumbo sauce in your chicken wings and french fries, y'all better get it because mumbo sauce is bomb. It's basically like, it's not ketchup, because I don't want y'all to think it's not ketchup. I don't really know how to describe it. It's like a sweet tangy sauce. But it's like, it just, I don't even know. They sell mumbo sauce in grocery stores too. That's pretty much all the DMV slang words that I have on my list. If you are from the DMV as well, because I know some of my friends watch and y'all probably like, hey, if y'all know any other words that I didn't mention in here, y'all can put them down below. But everything in this video pretty much are the words that I use, so I can really only give y'all definition on words that I use. If you enjoyed it, if you learned something, you know what I'm saying, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you're new, make sure that you subscribe and turn on your post notification. They'll be lit over here. See y'all in my next video. Peace.
3 in the morning, the pancake house. Come on. 4 in the morning, we'll be rolling to my house. 5 in the morning, the lights go out. 6 in the morning, you can hear us start to shout.